Hey everybody, it's Julie here. Thanks for joining me today for a Bible journaling process video where we are journaling Psalm chapter 16 verse 11, which says, "You make known to me the path of life. In your presence there is fullness of joy. At your right hand are pleasures forevermore." And the inspiration for this journaling page is this little tissue that I got in this pocket pack of tissues from Michael's. And it's just a precious little image. It's a vase full of flowers, a jar full of flowers, and it has a tag on it that says smile. So we're using some alpha stickers, and then what's really important is this gloss gel medium. This is what's going to make it all work and literally all stick together. So we're going to get started. This verse is just a beautiful reminder that it's in His presence. When we are spending time with God, when we're focusing on God, that's when we can experience joy. And I need this daily reminder. I need this reminder day by day, moment by moment. So that's why I'm journaling it. So you take your napkin or your tissue, whatever it is, and you separate the plies. And this tissue is awesome because it gives me 8 images I can work with, although I only need 1 right here. But I've got 7 more I could use, and that's just 1 pack. But I could use them in my pocketbook and my purse, and they're just so cute. So you want to take the image on the napkin or the tissue, and you want to isolate it. You want to tear off all of the excess tissue, all the excess paper. And I'm doing that with a damp paintbrush, and then I just gently peel it off with my fingernail. You could use the other side of the paintbrush. You could do a dry tear, but I find it's a little more controlled with the wet paintbrush. It's going to have a feathery look, and that's what you want, and that helps it to just blend into the page once you apply the medium to it. So you take this gel medium and you put it down first on the page. You give it a base coat on the page where the image is going to go, and you just gently stick that down. Just press out the bubbles, just flatten it down gently, and then you're going to go back over that with the same gel medium, and it's going to make it stick. And you can see already how it's just blending into the page. It makes it look like it was printed on the page. And then you want to do that medium, that gel medium, to the entire page, because that medium changes the texture. It gives a different finish to the whole page. This is a gloss gel medium, and I didn't think about it so much when I bought it, when it said gloss gel, but you can tell it's a very glossy finish. I'm okay with that. It looks pretty, but it does change the way I work with things, and you'll see in a little bit. So you have to make sure it's nice and dry. After this page, I left the book open, the Bible open overnight, so that I could just make sure it was good and dry, so it wasn't sticky before I closed the page, before I closed the Bible. You go back over it again with another coat, and this just seals it all in. And to be honest, I could spill water on this now, and it's probably going to be okay, but I'm not going to try that. But this gel medium just really seals it in. So that's the process for doing the napkin art. It's very easy. I did another napkin art video process, and I'll link it. You can compare and contrast. It did not work as well. I didn't use the right gel medium. I used a gesso, and then I was using a bigger image, and so it was just harder to work with. And this one just turned out so much better. So let me know what you think, which one you like better. And if you try the process, let me know how it works for you. So I was going to use my homespun alpha stickers, but I ended up, because I didn't have any more Ys, so I just pulled out another pink set. And these are discontinued. They were clearanced, but they're puffy and they're big and chunky, and I just love them. I edited out the fighting that I was doing with these tiny little letter tiles, but they are precious and they do the job. This is Illustrated Faith. They came with my Genesis kit, which you can purchase, but I did edit that out so you wouldn't have to watch me fighting. They were sticking to my fingers. I boxed the verse so that I could highlight that. And now I'm taking some wet watercolor. This is the Illustrated Faith watercolor paints, but my mistake was I did not give time for the ink to dry that I used with my precision pen. And so being aware of the gel medium, it's going to take longer to dry, and I did not give it that time. So I needed to heat set it first. So I was just blotting up that ink where it smeared, and then I went back over that. But you can see what I did with that watercolor. I just applied some watercolor on it, and then I blotted it up, and all it did was it left that color, just a light wash of color, and that's what I wanted it. So now I'm splatter painting with that same green, just used the paintbrush that came with that kit, and you just pick it up and then splatter it. Just tap the paintbrush. I'm using a tabby that I got from one of the Print and Pray sets. It's tabs. I cannot remember the name of it, but I'll be sure to link it. But it's just a whole set of tabs. And I picked one out that had pink, and I'm using a word fetty that says joy and a couple of the heart stickers from the Homespun Alpha set. And then this paper clip sticker that has a heart and the word joy, that also came in the Genesis kit. So the Genesis kit is just a wonderful set. You can get a lot of use out of it, and it's really a good value. So I'm going to add some washi tape here and there, and just to finish this page off. But again, this page is a reminder, this verse is a reminder of the fact that it's when we spend time with God that He gives us joy. If we're just focusing on what's going on around us and what is happening in the world, what's happening in our life, what's not fair, what is just yucky around us, then we're not going to experience joy. But when we're focused on the presence of God and remembering that He is always with us, and when we're looking for His presence, then we will see Him and we will experience joy. And this verse also talks about how He guides us, and He gives us full pleasure. So it's just a beautiful verse, and one that I needed a reminder of, and it's one that I really want to commit to memory. And by journaling, it helps to commit it to memory for me. So I hope you enjoyed this process. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section. I'll be glad to help you out if I can. Like the video, share it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet, and come back and join me next time. I hope you can experience the joy of the Lord. Bye-bye.